Hi, I'm your storyteller Sri Vidya, and today I'm going to tell you a story to simplify the concept of place value that's used in math. One of the prerequisites for understanding this concept would be to know counting from 1 to 100 for the kids, and also to understand what 1 means or what 2 means. Like 1 means like one object, one hat, and 2 means two hats, like 1, 2. So this basic understanding from the child is very necessary to really understand the concept of place value. So I'm assuming the child already knows that before we had started to this one. So we're going to listen to a story and try to understand the entire thing based from the story. Okay, so let's get started. uh, there was once an old man. He used to make beautiful hats and caps. He was really, really great at making those. He used to make something like this, something which had a unicorn face on it, even the Santa hat, different colored hats, hat like this, and he really loved making those. But he was getting very old, so it was getting very difficult for him to go on the roads and go sell them. So he put an ad telling that he was looking for somebody who can go and sell his hats, and he would pay for that person. So one girl, she came and said she would like to do that job. So the old man asked, "Have you done this before? Like, have you ever done any sales?" The girl said, "I think I'm pretty good at talking, so I am sure I can convince people to buy these hats. So just let me give it a try." The old man said, "Well, that's okay. Yeah, sure, we can do that." And he gave her a big sack of hats and caps and asked her to go and sell it and bringing back the money, and then later he would pay her. So this girl, she put on a hat like this and went onto the street with a big sack of hats and started singing, "Caps for everyone, caps for everyone, la 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 la, I've caps for everyone. Would you like a blue or a red one? Would you like a blue or a red one? I have caps for everyone." And listening to her song, people got really attracted. They were like, "Okay, she's selling something new, let's go and see." And once they looked at the hat, people were really impressed because of the design and the beauty of the hats, and they really wanted to buy. The man had told her that each cap is going to like be 10 rupees, so she can sell it for 10 rupees. And so the first person came, she gave the cap and took 10 rupees for him. Again, she like kept on selling. But one thing that she did not know was counting and adding things and numbers. She was not good at it. But somehow she did the job. People were paying the money every time she got a 10 rupees. She just put it in her purse and she took it. Once she went to the man, and the man asked her how much has she earned on that day. It was very hard for her. She could count, but because many of them had given changes like one, two, three, she was taking almost an hour to actually count and tell him how many caps she sold and how many, like how much money she had made. The man was happy that she could sell so many, but he was not upset with her lack of knowledge in terms of the calculation. So he gave her a warning. If you want to get this job, you have to learn the numbers well. You have to do it fast because you're going to be selling so many things. You can't count like one and two and just waste time. So the girl said, "Okay, please give me a week's time. I'm going to learn this, please. Till then, I'll continue the way I am doing it right now, but I'm going to learn it." And then she went to her friend who was actually a teacher in school, and she asked her, can you please teach me how to do quick counting? Can you teach me how the entire max things work? I do know how to count from 1 to 10 more, but it's like very hard to do it fast. I don't understand a lot of things. How can I do it in an easier way? How can I understand or count in an easier way? The teacher said, okay, sure, I will help you understand the concept. Why don't you come tomorrow after your work is over, and we can sit and I will get some blocks for you, which would be easy for me to explain. So this girl agreed. Her name was Zamina. She agreed and she went. Her friend, who was the teacher, had got some cube blocks like this, okay, and she tried to explain this simple method. She said, see, this is one. Anything, it could be a hat, it could be a pencil, it could be a rubber, it could be anything that you're counting, it could be money. Maths, like the beautiful subject, is all about counting. It could be anything on this world, right? Like that's why we count. It could be the number of vehicles, or it could be the number of books you've read. So she said, so this is one means it could be anything. In this case it's a block, but it could be anything. So now if you count, how do you count it? Like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are like 10 blocks here. So 10, there was like this one single is called either one or a unit, and you have 10 of those, then you call it like 110. The girl Meena was kind of okay with the concept, but she was still not sure if she understood it fully. So her friend again showed it with another set of blocks. She said, this is one unit or one, and then let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which means there are 10 in this set, and this group of 10 numbers is called 110. And say for example you have um, like 110, and then you have another 3 like blocks, so you call it as 10, 11, 12, 13. So how is it? 110 and 3 ones, that makes 1 3 13. So it's like 1 2, there is a 10 here, and you have 3 more, so that becomes 13. And again she explained that in the similar way how Meena could do is, she could group her hats and put 10 in a bag. Like you could take all the hats and out of that just count 10 and put it in a bag, take another 10 and put it in a bag. So in that way, if she does a grouping of 10, it would be easier for her to count at the end of the day. For example, let's think that these are her hats, okay, and she has stacked it. So it's like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So there are 10 white hats, 10 black hats, and 10 blue hats. So if she had put them in a bag, she would know that there are 3 tens. 3 tens would become 30. And if you take a 410, it would become 40. A 510 would become 50. A 610 would become 60. A 710 would become 70. 810 is 80. 910 is 90. And when you add one more, which is 90, after 99, if we add one number, a group of 10 is 100. So this is what she explained. So how did Meena try to implement that in her real work? Let's try to go and see that, okay? So our capsular Meena was trying to understand the whole counting concept from her friend, and this is what she explained. She told her that there are 10 digits in our number system, and they are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we use these 10 digits to do all our calculations. All our numbers are written using only these 10 digits. Okay. Then she gave Meena a bag and asked her to start counting the hats and put it inside the bag. So Meena counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After 9, no more hats could fit in that bag. Similarly, she told that our ones place can only fit numbers from 0 to 9. So when we have a two-digit number, it would not fit in here. So that's why what do we do? We have, what would Meena do? She would take another bag, right? So in case of a number system, we would introduce another place to write our numbers. So how do we do that? We would write like 1 and 0. We would add one more cap to this and that would become 10. The way you remember she showed using the cubes that a bundle of 110 is called a 10. So when we write a 10, it would mean 110 means like 110 and 0 ones. There are no single caps, only 10 caps in a bundle. So they took another bag and they made a bundle of 10 and put it in there. So now if we had to put another bundle, it would become 20. Say if Meena had 23 caps, how would that be? It would be this 10 plus this 10 and a 3 from here, right? So she would write 23, which means there are two tens and three ones. 1 10, 2 10 plus 1, 2, 3. They further counted, so they kept on putting a bundle of 10 in this bigger bag. So it was 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. After they reached 90, how many caps they had in total? There were 9 tens, 99, right? And 9 ones. There were 9 tens in this bag and 9 ones in this bag. Now, this bag was also full. They could not place any more caps in this bag. But Meena said, "Oh no, but I have more than 100 caps. What do I do now?" Then her friend explained that 99 plus 1 is equal to 100. So what do we do now? We make a bundle of 10 tens. 99 plus 1. So this had 9 tens, right? This had 9 tens. They would take 9 caps from here, add one more cap, that would become a 10 10. So 10 tens are nothing but 100. So when we write 100, what it means is there is a 100, there is 0 1 and 0 tens. Also, her friend told her that so like now what did they do? They made a bundle of 100 and put it in this bag. Now totally Meena finally ended up counting and what did she have? She had 123 caps, which means 100, a bundle of 100 here. Then there are two tens, which means this and this, two tens here and three caps more. So which is this and this. So that's how you write 123. Meena said, okay, how am I going to use this all in my work? I'm kind of still confused. How is it going to help me with my work? Her friend explained, okay, let's assume the old man is giving you 56 caps. So how would you count 56? In this bag, we can't fit more than 9. So what would you do? You would just put 6 caps here and make a bundle 5 tens, right? When we write 56, it means there are 5 tens. So she would have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, 5 bundle of 10 each and there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 single caps in another bag. So that would be 56 and let's say she has sold 30 caps on that day. Okay, so what would she do? She would remove 30 means how many tens? 3 tens, right? So she would remove these 3 tens bundle from her bag and sell it. So how many are remaining? It would be this 2 tens and this 6 ones. So it would be very easy for her to count and tell the old man that she has sold 30 caps and the remaining are 26. And then there is one more important thing her friend also told her, which is
um, the value of any number depends upon the place in which it is kept. So, when we write any number, like I told you 123, okay? So, this is how we write our number system. The bigger value keeps on going in the left hand side, okay? So, when if say example she had 5 caps, and so we write it just in the ones place, the value would be just 5. However, say if she had 50 caps, that would be 5 and 0. Now this same 5 is in tens place, so its value has increased now, it has become 50. And if the 5 is in the hundreds place, it would become 500. So the value of any number depends upon the place in which it is located. So this was also easy for Meena to understand because say she had 5 caps, then and each cap was say 10 rupees, then if she sells them she would make 50 rupees. So that would be the value, and in terms of money it would be 50, and the value, like this 5, when it was a number, it was just valued as 5 in one's place, and when she sold all the 5 for 10 rupees each, she got 50 rupees, and the value of 5 now became 50. So that was the way Meena tried to understand the concept of place value and counting, and tried to use it in her work. I hope you also understood this one from this little story of hers.
This way, all our number systems extend in the multiples of 10 only. But since this is a very huge concept, I would like to stop here up to understanding of 100, and maybe we could do another story for understanding it further. I hope you understood this concept, and if you did, please leave comments below, and I would be happy to share another story next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Take care.